that KCCA has received a yellow card from the referee just as start commentary. But at the moment it is 9 points for VVC and 5 for KCCA, and both these teams are battling it out to qualify for the playoffs in a good position, higher or lower, because they've both been going back and forth between 3rd and 4th position on the table. Service for KCCA. Kate in the service box. We've seen her go for that jump service, and there she goes again. Tough pass. Oh, and it's a good swing from Joanne to get that side out for KCCA. Very early game here. KCCA chasing 3 points. Now Claire is on the service. It's a tough serve going to Kate. Well picked. The setter will look for Astra off the blockers there, and it cannot be recovered by KCCA. It's an interesting match, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to get hotter as we go along. This is one of the most anticipated ladies games that we've had this season. Astra on the service, jump serve as well. Oh, and that just goes out of the court, and KCCA back to the fight. I tell you, VVC is trying to utilize their services as much as they can despite that one going out, but every time they are in the service box they try to get in more than just one service, and that means they add a few points to themselves as the game goes along. But it's Joanne in the service, very good serve, and it's an ace service. Just getting those words right out of my mouth if I could finish the statement. She is always one of those very impressive servers, and you can see the float that comes with that serve. It's a tough pick there, and just a bit of a collision between Kate and the libero. John on the service. Once again. And that gap has really been closed. It is 12-13. Is it going to be 13 all, or will KCB? Sorry, will BBC take the lead? They do not take it. I tell you, that is a beautiful play from the setter dam, and we are level 13-13. Great fight between KCC and BBC, but good up there from KCC to save it, and we are level. I told you it's going to be a very hot, intense game. And for those of you who are not yet here with us at All Kampala Arena, please come through and join us. Entry is free, and we are having another game later on. UCU taking on Scottish Volleyball Club. Joanne, from that timeout, she doesn't get it on the court, and BBC will take the lead once again. But I think it was a good service run from her to close that gap all the way from 10-13 to 13-13. Now it is a chance for them to maybe keep up with BBC. Service for BBC. And that is a service error for Nora. Doesn't cross it, also going for the jump service, and it's just quite an advancement that we are seeing on the BBC side. They've switched most of their attackers to jump service, and somehow that helps with the attacking as well. Maggie going with the float, beautiful service, an overpass, and Aggie sending it over. It's an overpass blocked down. Even more beautiful play. Kcca seems to be firing up. It's still quite an early game. Substitution for Kcca. We see Olive has come in from Ghana. Bringing in a taller setter. The higher block as well. Get on the front court. Service again from Maggie. Kate takes the swing. It is out. And I think that is the strategy that Kcca is having, going after her with the service, because she's the strongest attacker on the BBC side. And if you give her that room, she'll probably become extremely frustrating and unstoppable. So Kcca is trying to control her with the service so that she maybe doesn't get in those hard things. Chance again. Kate could comfortably swing this time, and she gets it. Thank you so much for those who are tuning in and watching live with us. The game is on, and we're having another game later on. UCU taking on Scottish Volleyball Club. I hope it is now loud and clear. Yeah, the commentary is finally here, guys. Okay. BBC. I don't know why I keep saying KCB right now. Anyway, good pass. Joanne off the back row attack, and she gets the side out. She seems to be fired up since we last saw her, and she's really back in the game. She's getting back to the Joanne that we used to see playing and getting those hard swings in, and it's something good to see. BBC needs to find a way to stop her for them to be able to earn a fight. Germany will come on for Agnes. the court, the setter is really trying to use her as much as she can. Scores are 18-17. Kcca has the lead of this game for the first time. It's a good serve, tough pick. The setter will just go to Astra there. And it's clear. Big swing, and she gets the side out. The aggression that Kcca has come with in these just past few points of the set is just impressive. BBC with the service. Kcca still having a 1-point lead, 19-18. Kate on the service. Gets it over. Claire in position too, but she doesn't get the side out. The setter is seemingly trusting her to get that score. And we are level once again. Intense matchup. Kate will go back for the service. But that is a timeout called for Kcca. First timeout, the other timeout was called by BBC. This time it is Kcca calling their timeout because we are level and it is late game and a lot of things need to be sorted out. BBC also catching up as well. It is just pushing back against each other between these two teams. One takes the lead, another fights back, and then the lead is off, and then just tit for tat, but it's an intense match, and that is what you love to see when two of the biggest teams that we are having in the league right now are going up against each other. Service. Kate still on the service. Joanne with the swing, kept alive. It's a free ball. KCC is saving it. Valerie will set for Claire. It's just a free ball. And that is Nora blocked. Chance again. Goes for the dump. She's still blocked. Sort of a free ball. The setter will go to Claire. She takes a big swing and it's a block out. And Kcca will retake the lead of this game. It is Claire on the serve. Good serve. It's a dump, and there's just nobody there to defend it. Good play from Olivia to watch that space and just get it in there and getting a much needed side out even quicker for BBC. Substitution, Becky will come on for Olivia. Serve. off system, but she finds a way to get it off the hands of the blocker there, off the hands of Asimo as she tries to reach on that block. Substitution for Kcca. Eunice will come on and Maggie out. On the serve. The service. Astra on the service. Good up from Eunice. Big swing from Joan. Cross court. And she gets the side out. Asimo seems to be struggling a bit with getting her block across because they are using that hand of hers and just going on the inside to get those cross court side outs. Service error from Joan. I tell you, VVC will be extremely relieved by that play because Joan is one of those intense servers, and she comes in with those big swings. VVC with the service this time. A service error this time from Nora. She missed her last serve and she's missed this one again. So it is Kcca with the chance, and that substitution will be reversed. We see Eunice out again and Maggie backward, and Maggie is known for being a great server. That is why the court reverses this substitution and she's back on that court. Very experienced player in that service box. It's a tough serve, she misses it. More relief on the side of VVC, and it's a very late game. 23-23, first set here at Old Kampala Arena. For those of you who are not yet here with us, please feel free to join us. Entry is free as we enjoy volleyball. Who is getting VVC with the service? Timeout has been called by Kcca. Asimo was getting ready to send that fire, but timeout has been called by Coach Eddie. A little more to talk to his players and see how they can maybe fight back and get this set. is set point for KCC. Set point for KCCA. Can they take it this time? Claire serving very safe, but still going after Kate. Big swing, and Nora misses it, and KCCA will take the first set here. The first set of this game here at Old Kampala Arena, but it's really exciting. And send in your predictions, ladies and gentlemen. How do you think this game is going to end? Because we know both teams are fighters. VVC is a team that is a fighter, and we saw how well they played against Sportes, where they won that game 3-2. So this is their second game against the top 40, one of the top 4 teams so far in the league. So I think they're still going to be fighting for it as well. think it's the fire coming in from the previous set, which they didn't get. It's a beautiful swing from Joanne, and she gets that much needed side out for Kcca to level things up. Claire on the service. What do you think is the strength of both of these teams against each other? For those of you who are watching us online, you can share that with me. That is Olivia, but she misses just a little bit, just a few inches as she sends that ball. But she's made a great improvement. She's one of those players that have improved greatly in this game, and especially for her side, VVC. Claire on the serve, tough pick. The setter will force it to Kate, and she gets that side out. And I told you she's one of those biggest scorers for her side. Yeah, I'm seeing your predictions here. Joanne says, Kcca all the best. Thank you, Joanne, for tuning in and supporting your team. And Chris says 3-1 win from any of the two. So she's saying that to say that both teams are probably on equal footing, so may the best team win. Oh, unfortunate error for Kate on that service. I think it was a poor toss from her, and she fails to send it over. Astra with the beautiful swing through the hands of Agnes on that block. I think both sides are bringing in huge power with these swings. And it is Olivia on the service. Oh, she gets it over. Good pick from Claire. Quick set through the middle. And that is Astra once again, a bit soft this time. Joan, beautiful swing. Does she get it? And she does. She's been bringing heavy swings from that arm of hers. And I keep mentioning how she's finally back into this game. We are seeing a different Joan than the Joan we saw in the first round. She's more aggressive and more on the business this time. Beautiful serve going after Kate once again. Nora with the swing. Good up from Maggie. The setter will look for Joanne once again, and this time she doesn't find the court. VVC will definitely enjoy that score, but it's a very early game and it is 5-5. Astra with the beautiful serve. Set through the middle. That will be a beautiful defense from VVC. It's not over until it's over. Maggie with the swing. Another block. The setter will now look for Joanne. And with that quick swing off the hands of Nora, she gets the side out. It's not over until it's over. Maggie with the swing. Another block. The setter will now look for Joanne, and with that quick swing off the hands of Nora, she gets since morning. But continue to encourage your friends as well to join us, even physically. Entry is free here at All Kampala Arena, so you can join us and experience these games live. But if you cannot make it, you can continue to tune in online so that you still don't miss out. Nora misses by a lot on that swing, unfortunately for her, and that will get Kcca back in the lead. Substitution, that is for Nora. It was a little tough for her there, and Slivia will come on. Slivia is a very tactical player. She may not come in with extremely heavy swings, but she will get those scores. And it's an ace serve for Maggie. Beautiful service from her. I mentioned how she's very experienced, and with that serve as well, it shows you how much more experience she has. Just finding the gap between Kate and Slivia on that serve, and there's just no one to claim it. She's going after Kate. Once again, the libero saving it. Slivia with the swing. She's blocked. And that is Agnes, shut down by Slivia and Asimo. Good defense from both sides. The ball is not just landing easily. Surely both sides are fighting and keeping it up. But take note that Kcca already took away the first set and VVC is chasing. And I remind you that Kcca is here for, I'm going to say, revenge, because in the first round VVC beat Kcca 3-1 in a surprising match that we watched there. The intensity that VVC brought to that game was too great, and Kcca seemed to have no chance. But today Kcca takes the lead with the first set, and VVC is on the chase. I don't know, is it going to be a repeat of what happened in the first round, or will Kcca fully execute their payback as we fight to get into the playoffs? It's a dump, well picked. It's going to go to Kate. Shut down Agnes with that beautiful block with Olive as well. It's a strategy that Kcca seems to be playing with, to have Agnes on that net when Kate is attacking. Beautiful block. There's just no way for her to go. Agnes on the serve. Good service. Oh, tight. Oh, shut down once again. That is Claire helping with the block. And Kate, unfortunately, the ball just goes too far out. She cannot get it back. Kcca with a huge point lead. 2 points. 2 points is a big point lead, guys. So when I say huge, I hope you don't mind. Asimo with an ace serve. What a service. The speed at which that float comes in, it just makes it difficult for Maggie to decide whether to take it, whether it's out, whether it's on. What a service. Look at that. Maggie just caught off guard before she could turn her arms back in. It's another great service. It's still on. Kate, does she get a side out? Yes, she does. Net touch called on VVC. There is Hadija and Olivia, and Kcca will get a much needed side out. I tell you, the fight that both these sides are putting up is impressive. Good serve. Great pick from Susan. Ball is kept alive. It's It's a dump. Kate could have a swing. The setter goes to Olivia through the middle and she gets the side out. I keep mentioning the improvement that we have seen from this player. She has improved greatly, and I think you would agree with me that she's doing extremely so much better right now. And she's getting those blocks, she's getting the swings in. She can serve right now and a bit consistently as well. Service from Hadija. It's another ace service. VVC seemingly going after Maggie on these services. And we know Hadija as well, very aggressive server. When she's on that baseline, she's going to hit that ball hard. Especially now that we've got all this space just at the baseline there in the arena. This time she misses it just right outside, and Kcca will be relieved with that one because the points were level. But now that gives Kcca a chance to get back in the lead of this game. It is 1 set for Kcca and 0 for VVC. And I remind you that last time when these two met, the game ended 3-1 in favor of VVC. Kcca will be looking to fight back and grab those points once again, but that is a miss from Claire. Kate on the serve. That is Joan with the swing down the line. Good up from Susan. And that is a beautiful defense as well from Claire. That is Maggie with the side out. What a play. Both sides keeping it up, but Maggie finally getting that swing and placing that ball into that little space that was there. And she gets the point. Unfortunately for Susan, she finds it tough to get that ball in play, and an ace right now for Kcca is just what they needed to even push that lead further to 2 points now. Faith in the service. Substitution for Kcca. Bella is coming on for Faith, and she's on for service. Bella, shot number 6, also known as Belinda. First appearance in this match. It's a free ball. Good pass. It's going to Joanne. She swings and she doesn't find the court. Olivia with the service. A bit of a scuffle here between VVC and the referee, contesting a certain call that the referee has made. As we watch again, it is a ball out, but the referee says there was a touch there. Joanne with a beautiful serve going after Kate once again. It's a free ball for Kcca. Going to Maggie, beautiful swing, kept alive, good touches. It's a free ball, Maggie sending it back as soon as it comes to her. I tell you, VVC definitely needs that timeout, and they have called it. Bit of a scuffle there. Slivia, I think, wanted to set that ball, but with Asimo just right next to her, it forces her to make an error, which gives Kcca that beautiful score from Maggie. And it is 13-16, 3-point lead. We are getting into the late game. VVC already a set down. I don't know how they'll be able to fight back in this set and maybe get themselves back in the game. Beautiful side out from VVC from that timeout. Much needed side out, in fact, because they were chasing those points and they called that timeout, and now they get a side out with Astra. I've not seen Astra swinging so much in this game so far compared to the earlier games that we saw them playing. But she's on the service line. Beautiful passing, the setter. That is Olive with the dump. She just doesn't think twice with that. The ball seemingly crossing over, and she quickly sends it back. She catches Asimo and Slivia off guard. Slivia does jump, but unfortunately a little too much space on the side of Asimo to get that score. 3-point lead once again for KCC. Beautiful passing. The big swing, and Slivia will get that score. And she finds that cross-court very open. Bella was sort of a bit far. You can see just passing on the hand of Agnes, right on the blocking. And Slivia will serve. Oh, unfortunately, it's an error. Substitution for KCCA. Belinda is out and Faith is back on. She doesn't get the call, but I think Maggie touched that ball a bit as it went out. Anyway, a point is a point, as they say in volleyball, and it's a beautiful score for BBC to continue to fight back, because they are one set down, 2 points behind KCCA in this set so far. I don't know, guys. I cannot predict anything right now. I wish I could, but I'm going to That is another error from Claire. It's a late game, and both sides should be focusing on reducing their errors. But VVC now having a chance to catch up, to close that gap with Asimo in the service. Maybe their defense could help them. Timeout call for KCCA. Coach Eddie does not delay to call that timeout. Immediately he calls it when he sees they're just 1 point away. Maybe he wants to maintain this lead, because we are getting into the late game, and VVC, as we know them, if you do not control them, maybe if you do not I don't know, I'm trying to find the word. If you do not contain them, they might explode and you might lose that game. So KCCA is trying to keep the game calm and keep themselves in the lead, maintain that pressure. And in terms of experience, you can see that KCCA seemingly has a bit more experienced players than VVC. But I tell you, you cannot joke around with young players who have that fight in them, and that is what VVC is all about. They are fighting, they are not letting those balls land. Asimo on the service. Goes to the Valorin, not the best pick, but they will set to Claire. Another error. It does not actually go over. I think Claire is struggling a little bit. Joan, and that is out. I tell you, VVC back in the lead. Wow, wow, wow. This is an intense game. All errors from KCC and VVC back in the lead. We could see them now pushing and taking this set, because at some point they were chasing 3 points when they were sitting at 14, and it was 17 for KCC. But now Asimo getting those beautiful services in has given them a side out, but it's a beautiful score this time through the middle, and KCCA levels things up once again. Service this time from Olive. Kate with a big swing through the blockers, Joan and Faith there, and it is not saved. VVC with the lead this time. I see messages here asking why Shamim Sentongo is not playing. We've not seen Shamim in a while, but maybe we shall see how very, very soon, I think. Joan with the beautiful swing. Ball is kept alive. It's going to be a free ball for KCCA. It's going to Claire, and it's a block out level once again, 20-20. We saw the first set going into deuce and ending 26-28. I wonder if we could see a similar situation for this set. Claire on the service substitution. Eunice will come on for Maggie. This is definitely a blocking substitution, and to get in some more attack and a bit more maturity as well. Of course, both Eunice and Maggie have played for a while, so when I say maturity, don't worry. I'm not saying that Eunice is more mature than Maggie, but anyway, both experienced players. Tough pass. They are going after Kate. It's a beautiful swing, but saved by Christine. This time Kate will have a swing. Ball is kept alive, and the setter will give it to Joan. Still up. Is it going down this time? It's still up for VVC. Kate with the dump. Ball kept alive by Christine. Joan and Sylvia keeping it up. It's another free ball. What a rally. And it's through the middle, and it will be KCCA taking this point. Beautiful rally, great defenses from both sides. Ladies' games are definitely all about defense. Look at those plays from both sides. Both sides players rolling down the libero Christine, KCCA side. Very good defender. She keeps those balls up, and it is timeout called for VVC this time, because KCCA retakes the lead at a very crucial time in the game. Claire. Setting Joan up. It's a dump. Kept alive by Hadija. Beautiful swing from Astra. It's up. Body's down. And Claire, with that error, gives VVC a lead. 22-21. Good fight from VVC. But this is the time where you can see what errors can really do. I think Claire, it was a good idea, yeah, but unfortunately for her, she doesn't get it. Timeout called for Kcca. Is the second timeout of this game. Kate on the service. I don't know what battle should we call this. You know, there's how they say the battle of the Titans, the battle of the Blacks, the battle. Which battle is this? Because there goes Kate missing her service, and we are level once again. The intensity on this court, the intensity at this arena, the intensity of this game is just beyond measure. Guys, you should be here. You should be here. Enjoying this game with us. Service. Good pick. Is it going to Slivia? She goes for the dump. Good up. Kept alive. It's Joan with the swing. Ball is up. Astra just going a bit easy on that one. The setter will go for the pipe, and that is Kate. Is it kept alive? Unfortunately, Kate comes through with a big swing, and she gets that score. The setter just looking for her everywhere. I instantly knew that that ball was going to be a pipe because Kate was just open and available for that play. Will VVC fight and take this set? Are we going to end this set one and level things up? Service error, and Kcca is still in the game. 23-23. Olivia, unfortunately, this time doesn't get the play. Usually, during this period, we see VVC tends to bring in Becky as a serving substitution, but this time they do not bring her in, and Olivia loses that serve. Joan going after Kate. It's a good pass, blocked through the middle. It's going to Astra, and it's an error. Set point, Kcca. Will they get it? First time of asking. In the first set, it was a bit of a struggle, and it ended 28-26. I wonder if they can do it this time. Service. Going to Slivia this time. Kate on the backcourt, and it's a score 24-24. We are level, and we are going 26 for this set once again. Kate with the dump. Oh, unfortunately, I feel that Eunice could have picked it up, but she hesitates a bit, and Joan is in one. Smart play from Kate, really, to see that defensive lineup. Shivan on the service for VVC. She's a setter as well, but usually we now see her coming in for service. Good pick from Claire. The setter goes to Eunice. It's a beautiful swing. There is a touch call there, I think, on Slivia on the defense. It is set point for Kcca once again. Things are not looking good for VVC if they want to take this set, because Kcca now sitting at set point, and they have the service, and we know that in ladies' games, service is extremely crucial. Astra is back on court, and Eunice is on the service. It's going to be her first service of this game. She gets it on, and it's an ace serve, and Kcca will take the second set. What a play from Eunice. Her first service of the game, she takes it easy, takes it safe, and she gets the score. And this time, Kcca doesn't need to ask more than twice to get the set. VVC having a lot of work to do as we go into the third set. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a beautiful game that we're having here. 2 sets for KCC, 0 for VVC as we get into the third set. Will VVC make a comeback? Will Kcca make a comeback? Will Kcca take it 3-0? As we wait for the third set, I remind you that after this game we are having Sporters Volleyball Club taking on Sporters Volleyball Club taking on UCU for the men's games. That is the only game that we are having of the day for men. So stay tuned as we bring you the action. Service set 3 underway. It's a block and it's on for VVC. Great start. That is a block against Claire. And immediately they get into the service box. That is Adija, a great server as well for VVC. It's a good service going after Kate. It's a dump from the setter. Kept alive, free ball. Kate is on, the ball is given to Astra in position 2 and she gets the side out. Another impressive start for VVC, especially coming into this set when they are 2 sets down. Beautiful service, good up through the middle, kept alive, the libero will. 2-2 as we start this third set, sorry. You'll forgive me for the errors I'm making in terms of words, but there is an ace serve from Olive. Beautiful service from the young lady, Olive, to give Kcca the lead. Nora, Susan, and Astra will go into the passing. Olive doing very well on that service. She'll still go back to that same zone, but it's received this time, and Astra with the swing. She doesn't find the court, but that point is going to be for VVC because the referee says there was a touch, and Astra able to get those hands as well. Bit of a struggle on the VVC side, especially now that Kcca is serving their attacker, their main attacker, and keeping her out of the attacking. Good pass. It's going to go to Claire through the block, and she gets the side out. Claire on the service. Kcca with the lead, 2-point lead for them. Good service, tough pass again, going after Kate. It's a block. Ball is kept alive. Astra once again, she gets the score, rips through that block. Of course, with that ball touching the belt as well, makes it even better for her to get that score. Now, because Kate is out of the attacking at the moment, because they are going after her on the service, the setter has no way of giving her that ball. Astra is stepping up. We are yet to see Nora as well. Through the middle, unfortunately, Faith doesn't get it over. Doesn't get it over, unfortunately. She tries to rotate and take the ball to 1. Olivia on the service. Good pick. The setter going to Joan. Big swing down the line. She knows Olivia is there, and usually we know middle blockers are not the best defenders in the backcourt. And Joan doesn't think twice. She just takes that ball down the line. Beautiful attack. We saw Joan getting a lot of swings in the first set. Play handball. Anyway, we are also going to get our volleyball posters, and we'll try to always display them. So very soon, guys, you're going to see impressive different things to advertise our game and see it growing as well. But that is a beautiful swing from Joan. Heavy, heavy hand down the line. If you leave that line open for Joan, you know she's going to come swinging in hard. She will not even think twice, especially with Nora being the one blocking on the outside. It's a shorter block compared to Asimos in the middle, and Joan will take advantage of that. Good service going after Kate once again. Astra on the backcourt. Good defense. Olive on the front row with the dump. Nora with a beautiful cross-court swing. VVC gets the side out to level things up. Once again, beautiful swing. And Christine, a very great defender this time, caught a bit. And Christine, a very great defender this time, caught a bit off forward. Big swing from Maggie off the block. It's not kept alive. I tell you, Maggie doesn't usually get a lot of swings in this game, but when she gets those swings, they are beautiful swings, and she always tries to find that score, and that is what experience is all about. That is what a fight is all about. Service going after Kate once again, but this time she has a chance to swing and she misses. I want you guys who are watching live to talk to me, for those of you who understand this very well. Talk to me about how important it is for you to serve the hardest hitter on the opponent's side, like the way Kcca is doing it here against Kate. And do you think that how Kcca is doing it, do you think that it has given them a big chance against a big advantage over VVC in this game? Do you think it has done that? Talk to me about that as well. Good up. Joanne with the swing this time, blocked, but it's kept alive. Claire, can she have a swing? No, it's a dump. Chance again, Astra with the swing, and she misses as well. And that is a Kcca point, but Agnes seems to be down. She seems to have gotten a slight injury there. We don't know for sure what the problem could be. Is she okay? She seems to be screaming a bit in pain. Must have stepped on someone there. Seems to be an ankle as well, an ankle issue. Agnes a bit down, and I want to see how Kcca will handle this. Hard luck to Agnes. She's done well in the earlier sets, and she will be taken off court. Emotional moment for Kcca, for her as well, at such a crucial game. Anyway, Kcca is now going to need to find a way to substitute Agnes. They might need to find a substitution, because we've known them to be having two middle blockers, two consistent middle blockers, that is Faith and Agnes. But now with Agnes down, we might see Damali coming in to play middle. I don't know. It's going to be tight for Kcca. Such a tough moment. They take advantage of this with Agnes out. Is she going to be back on court? That is an error. The ball seems to be on. Yes, the first referee sees that that is an ace serve. He says that it is on. We'll take a look once again. Is it on? Is it out? Is it on? Is it out? We'll take a look again. Oh, it's very, very difficult to see. I think it's out, but the first referee says it's on. So tell me what you think, guys, in the comments. And it's a score for VVC. Beautiful play from Asimo. Wow. The way she just stands and sends that ball over. And she knows she's not supposed to jump, but that height just gives her that advantage. And she just jumps it into space. Kcca is caught off guard. Good pick. Claire with the swing down the line. I would say that was just a bit above the block of Hadija in that space in 6, between 6 and 1. It's very difficult to cover that position if an attacker can keep putting the balls there. We are level, ladies and gentlemen. VVC giving themselves a fighting chance, leveling things up and keeping themselves in this game. They've got 2 sets to chase to be able to fight back. Is it an ace? No, it's kept alive. It's a free ball. Chance. The setter will go to middle and Joan just shuts Olivia down. Beautiful play. Wow. Oh my God, the setter thought there was no block there. She tried to use the middle, but Joan is right there waiting for it. And she just gets an impressive block. Maggie commanding her blockers on the net there. What a way to play. That is the commanding that you're always looking for between players. So good service from Claire. Setter will go to Kate. There is a touch there on the blockers. Combination play, and VVC tends to do that a lot, but I think that's the first that I'm seeing in this set and maybe in this game as well. Kate has been a bit off because they've been going after her on the service. But this time, we've not seen so much of her actually in the front court as well. That is probably the first time we're seeing her swinging. And now she's on the service. They've really, really made it difficult for her to attack, especially with the way they've been going after her on the services. They've just given her no room to get those swings in. A beautiful swing from Maggie off the hands of the blockers, and she gets a side out. Service error, sorry, from VVC. Service error. Oh my God, stuff for VVC, I tell you. They are chasing two sets, losing the services, and yet service is usually one of those strong weapons. Substitution for Kcca. We've seen this several times in the different sets. Eunice is on and Maggie is out. And Damali on the service. Good pass. Joan shut down. Beautiful block. Payback from Olivia against Joan. She sends that ball right down on her feet. It is Joan who blocked Olivia earlier on, and this time Olivia as well, assisted by Nora. They get that block. Take note that Kcca is only having a 1-point lead. Becky is on for service. Tough pick. Joan, she saves it. It's still up. It's Nora taking a swing and she is shut down. What can VVC do to push themselves back in this game? We are seeing less and less of Kate as the time goes by. But Nora as well, unfortunately, doesn't get that side out. Eunice on the blocking there, we can see her. It's a free ball, KCC. What a swing from Olive. Wow, she goes for the swing. Left-handed setters are forced to reckon with, I tell you. And she sees that ball, watches it closely. It's a good pick. It's seemingly a bit off the net, as Simo doesn't expect her to take the swing, but she does, and she finds the space. And KCCA now with a 3-point lead, 2 sets already. VVC with 0 sets and 2 points on the chest now with that service error from Joan. Mina has been really sending in those comments and interacting with us. Thank you so much for watching, Amina, I think. Thank you so much for watching and continuing to support the game as well. Substitution for KCCA. Maureen is on. First time that we are seeing Maureen in this game. And then Fiona is also on as well. Double substitution for KCCA. And next after this game we are having UCU versus Sportes Volleyball Club, an impressive men's game that you need to come and watch and look out for. Service from Astra. Good pick, stuff, but it is kept alive. It's going to be a free ball and a chance for VVC to close this gap even further. Swing through the middle, but that is a net touch from Maureen. VVC is now only 1 point away from closing that gap. And we are getting into the late game. They are set behind. Astra on the service once again. Tough pick. The setter will go through the middle. It's a good play from Faith. I think that was a bit undecided for Kate. She wasn't sure whether to play it or to leave it. She wasn't sure if it was going to be on court. or not. And we take a look again. It seemed to be going out, and she makes the touch, and they just can't save it. This is not the VVC that we usually see. The fight is a bit down, but maybe if they close that gap, they'll be able to get back their momentum. Substitution, Maggie is back on court, and Eunice is out. She's back for the service.
They are four. They have only substituted the injured person, then the double sub, and this one. Those are four. Sorry? Oh, yeah, fine.
Maggie with a beautiful serve. Tough pick. It's going to be a free ball. Good save from Nora. The setter will go to Claire, and she gets that swing down the line. Claire is taking advantage of the fact that the setter is the one blocking her. And VVC will call their timeout. The lead has just gotten bigger. 3-point lead for Kcca. They are trying to utilize the chance of having faith in the front court as much as they can, because Damali will be getting back on, and VVC probably sees Damali as a weaker middle blocker. They might try to take advantage of that. So Kcca is trying to utilize the chance they have with Faith still on front court. Good serve, not the best pass. What an error from the libero. Oh, she sends herself off the court. Needs a breather, I think. It's such an error right now at this point in the game. Kcca having 20 points and 16 for VVC. Sorry about the errors of the scores on the screen, but it is 20 and 16 for VVC, but now 17 for VVC, 20 for Kcca. Kcca looking for 5 points to take the victory of this game. VVC looking for 3 to close that gap and maybe win the set and push us and fight back, and because they're 2 sets down, and dropping 3 points is not something they would want for this game. Kcca has done a great job serving against VVC. Tough pass still. The setter will go to Claire. It's a play, it's kept alive. Free ball, but that is going to be called as a double touch there for KCC. You know, right now they don't count if you play a double touch. Like if you touch the ball and it's rolling and it stays on your side, they will not count it. But if it crosses over, it's going to be a point for your opponent. So try to make sure you don't get that double touch, and that was from Kate as she crossed that ball over. But VVC once again gets the score, and they're sitting at 18 points. Still chasing 3. Kcca closer to victory. VVC closer to catching up. Asimo, last time she got in a few services, quite a number, and their team was able to catch up, and Damali is on the front court. It's an ace serve from Asimo. She's been teasing Maggie quite a bit with that service, and just as I mentioned it, she gets an ace, and they're only 2 away this time. The pressure is now so much on both sides. Kcca will call a timeout to release a little bit of that pressure as well. from their players, and VVC will try to speak to each other and see how they can close that gap as well. I wonder what Coach Eddie would be speaking to his players right now, because they need to get this set just now, or else it's going to be tougher, I think. And then for VVC, it's now or never. If they do not get this set, it will be over. If they do not catch up as soon as possible, they might be going home with no point. Service from Asimo. Maggie able to get it up this time. Quickly the setter goes to Claire. Kept alive through the middle. It's a dump. It's still up. That is Maureen with the fast swing. I tell you, with the power she has in that arm of hers, she is going to get that score. And she rips through the block. From the defense, meanwhile, she was down from the defense, but she manages to swing through. Block was a bit late, I think. Kcca looking for 3 to win this game. VVC looking for 3 to catch up. Maureen serving very deep. It's going to be a free ball. Kcca, is it going through the middle? It will go to Claire, and she misses on that hit, sending it into the net. VVC earning a chance to serve, and guess who is in that service box? It's none other than Hadija, a very good server as well. Ace serve, and VVC 1 point away from that, from catching up, 1 point away from closing this gap, and maybe then we can confirm that they will still be in this game. Let's see what Kcca can do this time. Great services coming in from Hadija. This time going to Maggie. It's kept alive. Claire plays it a bit safe. Chance to swing. That is Kate. Ball is kept alive, and it is Maureen on the swing. It's still up. We'll go to Kate. She gets the score. We are level finally. VVC catching up. And this is the gap that I'm talking about in the middle that Kcca is having. Just a little bit for them. But with Hadija on the service, it's getting even tougher. Kcca is having just a bit of 2 options in terms of attack right now, because we've not seen Fiona getting setting for Damali. But I think if she gave her at least 1 set, she could get a score. VVC has leveled things up at the moment. 22-22. Can they fight and take this set? Are we going 4 sets, or is Kcca going to take this game away in 3 sets? It's almost an ace. Ball is kept alive. Oh! It is VVC taking the lead here. Miscommunication on the Kcca side. And this is where the tension increases on their side. They're trying to find a way to end this game. VVC is trying to find a way to catch up and maybe keep themselves fighting. And Kcca will get the much needed side out. Set point VVC. All the sets we've seen, we've been going into deuce. Can VVC get this set? First time of asking, or is Kcca going to fight back? Substitution for VVC. Shivan is on and Kate is out. Pressure moments. Oh, she misses the serve. Unfortunate for her. I thought she was very confident on that, but unfortunately it goes out. Not the best of luck for her, and she will be substituted out. Chance for Kcca as well. I wonder who is going to take this set, but I think VVC could fight and take it away and maybe keep themselves in this game. Damali on the service. Oh, it's an ace serve! Match point for Kcca. Miscommunication there between Nora and the libero. I'm just going to say this, if she takes that service there again, she might score and Kcca could win. Just a bit of miscommunication between Nora and the libero. I think Nora thought that Susan was taking it, but she doesn't. And now she's been taken off the reception. And Damali will go right there again. Free ball for Kcca. Can they win this game? Is it done? No. VVC is still in this game. Free ball. VVC. Is it a score? Is it over? Oh, it is still on. VVC still in this game. 25-25. I thought it was over the moment I saw that middle set, but Faith doesn't finish it, and Nora takes that point to recover maybe from that ace that happened earlier on. Becky on the service, very calm player as well. She gets the serve, it's tough. The setter only has an option for the backcourt. What is it going to be? Nora with the dump. Smart play. Set point VVC. It's a chance for VVC to fight back. Becky on the serve. Good up. The setter will go to Maggie. She gets the swing through the blockers. Wow. This reminds me of that one set between Sporters and Kcca men, a set which ended into the 30s. Not the longest ever, but it's one of the longest sets that we've seen so far. Safe service there from Fiona. Through the middle, that will be Asimo getting the score. and it is set point once again for VVC. Can they get it this time? Oh, almost a set for VVC, but they do not get it. Net touch called. I might be on more tension than the players on the court because it's a very tough time where we are at. Service for KCC. Maggie on the serve. It's a good pick. It's kept alive. Oh, it's still up. Oh, it's an error from Maggie. Wow. VVC, another set point. Is KCC going to be able to save this set point as well? Service error from Nora. KCCA saving another set point. Faith on the service. This is where it gets interesting, ladies and gentlemen. Faith is on the serve. Tough pick. It's a great set. It's kept alive. Taking a swing, Claire blocked, she couldn't swing. It's going to be a free ball. Kate is on the front row, that ball will go to her, she gets the swing, and it is set point once again for VVC. How many more set points are they going to take to get this set? KCC hasn't had set point yet, by the way, so I'll mention that VVC has had the upper hand so far in this deucing. Substitution. Tough pick. Is it an ace? It's kept alive. Free ball. We all know where this ball is going. Oh my God, it's kept alive. Is Claire going to have a swing? Yes. We know this ball is going to fall. And it is VVC taking this set away. Beautiful play. Kate finally getting back up just towards the end of this set, and VVC is still in this game, very, very much in this game. And we are going to the fourth set, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be very tough, especially for KCC with Agnes now being out. We might see a decisive, we might see these sides going into 5 sets. But it's been a beautiful fight for VVC. They came back from a 4-point gap, chasing 4 points, and then being able to win this set at 30-28. All sets through to deucing. I look forward to the fourth set really, because I don't know, I think VVC might even be more on fire in that one. Set 4 underway. VVC starting off very strong. Yeah, Bwambale Alex says decisive is loading. I think so too as well. But there goes the service error from Hadija, and Kcca will get their first point of this set. Net touch on Damali. That's a score for VVC. Big struggle for Kcca in the middle, I tell you. There goes Joan with a big swing. Quick swing for Joan through the middle. Through position 2. I think Kcca needs to get Joan fired up as well so that they can counter the fire that's coming in from VVC. Nora with a beautiful swing. I thought there was a touch on the block, but that seemingly goes out. Service a free ball for KCC. Joanne going for the dump. Ball is kept alive. She'll go again. This time swinging down the line. No one to save it, and that is blocked by Maggie. KCC once again having a great start, taking the lead. Will they be able to maintain it through and maybe take victory here? I still think VVC is going to fight back. Ace serve for KCC, that is Damali. 3-point lead. I thought KCC was going to struggle a bit in this set, but they seem to be doing well. Beautiful play. Oh, almost. Oh, it is an ace serve. I was going to say almost, but it is indeed an ace service. Damali doing well in that service box. I don't know what VVC can do right now. They've taken the other set. They should be more fired up in this set, but they seem to be losing momentum with that serve. But take note, this is not a team that gives up easily. It's a better pass. The setter will go to Kate on the pipe, and she gets that side out with that touch on the block as well. KCC cannot save it. Olivia with the good serve, good up as well for KCC. That is Joanne. I mentioned how if you leave that space for her, she's going to find that position because it's where her strongest attack is. And she gets that side out on the back row now for Joanne. She's on the service. Very good server. She served very well in the first set, but we have not seen aces from her since the first set. We are now in the fourth set. She's back on the service. She struggled a little bit earlier, but this time she gets it over. It's a good pick. Block. Ball is kept alive. Asimo with the hit. Is still up. Oh my God. Olive is down. That ball seems to be crossing. The setter is on the back row. She keeps it alive. Crosses once again. Asimo takes it. Claire. Olive with the swing. I don't know how many times she has done that so far in this game, but each time she has gotten a score, and she gets this point as well. Oh, I now know why what they were asking me when they said what has she gotten. Yeah, it's a score or a point with that play. So I don't know. Joanne, very difficult on the serve. But Astra with the play, Astra is quietly getting those points. She's not jumping so much on court. We are not seeing her making so much noise like she usually does. But she's quietly getting those scores and calmly pushing her team forward. Good pick. That is Joanne with a beautiful swing. Kept alive, the setter will give it to her again. It's a dump. Kept alive, free ball for KCC. The setter will go to the middle. Faith with the swing, and that is touched by Susan. It is a point to get KCC further ahead. 5-point lead for KCC. Can they keep it up all the way to the end? Beautiful swing once again from Faith through the middle. 6-point lead. What can VVC do to keep themselves in this game? They fought for that set, they got it, but now one set is not enough because then they'd go home with no points. They are going after Kate once again on the serve. Ball is kept alive. Simple touches on the defense for KCC. It's a dump, it's well picked. Setting for the setter. Olive sending it over. Kate on the pipe. Shut down, is it? Oh, it is a block out. That is Claire with the huge swing. Okay. Guys, KCC is too strong in this set. I don't know, I felt like it was on, but the second referee watching there says it is out. Is it an ace serve? It's kept alive. Free ball. Through the middle, it is Faith once again. And she's taking her time on those swings, but she gets the score. What a play from KCC's side. 8-point lead. I don't know how you'd feel if you are on the side of VVC. You're chasing another set. You're looking for that one set to push and fight back. But now you are chasing 8 points. 8 points on the count. They are serving their strongest attacker. She has nowhere to go. The setter has no option. In terms of setting, the defense is a bit shaky at the moment, so it's just a lot for VVC to work on, a lot to fight for, but basically KCCA is playing their game quite well, especially in that service box. They are going after Kate. They are not giving her any chance to breathe, any chance to attack. And of course, next up we are going to have UCU taking on Sporters Volleyball Club, a game to look out for as well. An error from Kate on the pipe. They've consistently served her and it's been difficult, but they got the point. It was out, but they were able to get a point, and she's on the front court now. Slivia is on and she will start in the service. They are going to get a free ball. The setter ends up picking it, and it's another free ball for KCC. You do not want that on a team that is leading you, especially with Olive just right there. She has done that so many times, and just like that, KCCA once again having an 8-point lead. Kate is having no chance to swing at all. She's not been given that chance. She's been served several times. And Faith is on the service. Kate with the swing. She still doesn't find the court, but she gets the hands as well. She gets the touches. I think that is going to be the only option she's having right now, because she's struggled to swing and she's struggled to find the court. So she'll now just go for the hands. But it's still a huge point gap that VVC needs to close up. But for ladies games, it's not over until it's over. But unfortunately, Asimo sends that out. A lot of errors from the VVC side, just giving KCC the push, and they're inching closer and closer to victory. Oh, Kate with the swing down the line. That's through the blockers. And this is a chance where she should be getting as many points as she can for her team. It is now Hadija on the service. Hadija lost her first serve at the start of the set, but this time she gets it in, and it is Joanne getting those touches of the blockers. Good up from Susan. Free ball. It is Damali who gets set. It's a free ball for KCC once again. The setter will go to Joanne. Cross court is kept alive. Astra with the swing. Good defense is coming in. It's now going to be Claire. Still served. Through the middle. Unfortunately, Olivia doesn't put it on court. And it is Kcca now hitting the 15-point mark, which means they've got only 10 points left for them to take victory here. Substitution for VVC. We are going to have a new face coming in for the first time in this set, and that is Fatuma coming in. First time in this game, actually. Claire serving. Half big. It's a free ball, several free balls going on the side of KCC. It is Joan. It's a beautiful swing, net touch called on VVC, and that ball even lands in the center of the court. All these free balls that VVC just handing over to KCC, and Joan just getting all those hits. Yes, clear net touch there from both blockers, Astra and Fatuma. Claire on the serve once again. Astra this time rips through the block there, gets a side out. Substitution for KCC. That is Maureen coming in for Maggie. This time it's not Eunice. And when you see Maureen on that court, expect huge swings. That is why she's there. But she's on the passing. That is the challenge that KCC might have, because Maureen is usually an opposite attacker. But now if she's on the passing lineup, it gets a bit difficult, because you could see she definitely should have received that ball, but she doesn't. And the libero struggles a bit with it. Service error from Kate. KCC will enjoy that score, that point, because they are now only 8 points away from winning this game. VVC looking for 8 points to close the gap. Can they get those 8 points? Ladies' games are really, really usually interesting. It's not over until it's over. And right now what VVC needs is that morale to fight back, to push themselves and get back in this game. Good pass, good set, it's a dump. Oh, beautiful play, smart play from Slivia. Tough pick, that is Bella. Oh, it is a score for KCC. Block touch called on VVC. Very unfortunate at a time like this. They are trying to catch up. but there is a net touch, clear net touch from VVC, and KCC going further as well. What a swing from Maureen. She brings the heat and the fire through that arm of hers. She gets the side out. Joan on the service. Beautiful serve, going after Kate. Free ball, another free ball. I don't know how many free balls. The setter jumps. This time she's well read. Free ball for KCC. The setter will send it to Maureen. It's a dump. What is it again? Net touch once again for VBC. Things are not working out for them at the moment. KCC at 20 points now. 5 points away from victory and 10 points away from KCC. That is for VBC. 10 points and 1 set, actually. Tough pick. It's going to be beautiful spike. Heavy hand from Slivia this time. It shows you the frustration. It shows you how much she wants to get that point and get that side out. Service error from Astra. Guys, 10-point lead for KCC once again. I am just at loss of words with the way KCC has turned things around in this set. VVC won the previous set. It was a tough fight, but look at the scores at which KCC is sitting and VVC chasing 10 points. Despite Agnes being out, Damali doing a great job keeping the team alive, and Faith working even harder in this set. Service error from Maureen. You see Bella is on. The substitution is going to be reversed. They need Maggie on, especially in terms of receiving. VVC is giving way too many free balls to KCC. And with all the attackers KCC is having there, they shouldn't be giving those free balls. Service from Slivia. That is Bella, heavy swing. She gets that side out. Asimo's block is not over the net at the moment. She seemed to be a bit late. Yeah, a little. The hands are on her side a little bit, and she's leaving that space in between. That is where Bella was able to go through. Kate, big swing, this time gets a side out, but can they close that gap? 9 points on the count for VVC. They need to catch up, and it is 22 for KCC, looking for 3. Can they make 9 points within that given period of 3 points that KCC has? I don't know, I'm not good at math, guys, so let's wait and see if VVC can close this gap. Substitution has been made. Faith is on for VVC. Safe serve, it's picked. That is Bella with the swing. She gets the score. Cross-court attack. Slivia just a bit far. She doesn't get the side, she doesn't get the defense. Look at that cross-court play. The ball seems a bit far away from her. And it is 2 points away for KCC to get victory. Olive with the service, it's an ace serve. Much match point for KCCA, and this time it is match point with an 11-point lead. So they've got a lot of time, a lot of chances to get this last point and finish off the game. Is the payback going to be complete for KCC against VVC? It is complete, and it is a game over. KCC taking the victory. First time of asking. It is game down 3 sets for KCC and only 1 set for VVC. A very good prediction from Peace Businje online. She's the only person who got it right. And this time it is KCC that wins it 3-1. Congratulations to KCC and hard luck to VVC. They've given us an exciting match to watch out for. And I commend KCC as well for their strategy, serving Kate there and making it difficult for her to attack, but she remained resilient as well. Hard luck to VVC. It was a tough fight. The services didn't work for them, but they've managed to try and fight their way and see how to score. And we hope that Agnes for KCC will also be okay. But that is it for this match, ladies and gentlemen. And up next, we are having UCU taking on Sporters Volleyball Club. If you're not yet here with us, please join us so that you can enjoy that beautiful volleyball game. So I'll see you on the UCU versus Sporters Volleyball game. Thank you so much for those who have tuned in for this game. And hopefully we can have in more people watching the next game. See you in a few minutes.